Hello friend and welcome back. Today we are talking about Remedy for Dark Spots by Dr. Shaw. So right out the gate, I was really excited to try this product. I love Doctorly. They're great as far as their commentary, and they're informed, and they're always willing to try new things. And it's just very cool to see creators who I really admire and support go out and do something like make their own formulation that really feels like it's gonna fill a need, not just a celebrity trying to make another product and make some money off of it, but somebody who's actually in the industry looking to better it and decided to say, hey, I can make something that isn't out there, or just add their special something to the universe. So that's very cool. I was very excited about it. Love the packaging. Yeah, tricky to tell how far you are in the product life because you can't see through it, but that does keep the light, unstable ingredients protected from the outside world, so we like that. So this is what it looks like. It is a very, very light lotion texture. I wouldn't even say that it's like a creamy serum texture. This is a light lotion texture. Nice and moisturizing. It spreads really nicely. It's got some good slip to it. It does have some scent, but it's just ingredients. It's not fragranced or perfumed or anything like that. So there we go. Nice and moisturized, hydrated finish. It does not leave me super dewy, and like a prescription product, you are recommended to use a pea size of this. I certainly use more than that. I use probably 2 full pumps, maybe 3 pumps for face, neck, all the way down, because I treat anything that's getting exposed to the sun. This is meant to be for hyperpigmentation. That's the dark spots piece. So they threw the kitchen sink at it, and I like it. They chose a lot of good actives, tried and true actives. They didn't get into real innovative, except that they were able to stabilize all of these crazy actives into one formula. So that was the innovative piece, is using the stuff that's researched and tried and true, but putting it all in one package that's easy to use. So that's really cool. Dr. Shaw and Doctorly, their YouTube channel has been big on reviewing products and telling you how to look for good ingredients and what's going to work for you. And then he took all of that know-how and put it into a formula. That's a nice way for a brand to come into existence. We're going to kind of breeze through ingredients because, like we've talked about with hyperpigmentation, you need to kind of throw the kitchen sink at it. You need a lot of different actives that are coming from a lot of different angles to reduce hyperpigmentation, because hyperpigmentation is your body's response to injury and attack, and it's trying to protect you. So we have to very calmly convince it from a lot of different angles that we don't need that hyperpigmentation, that our sunscreen's going to take care of us. So it's stubborn, but they, I think, took the right approach. We have some niacinamide, nice and brightening, antioxidant, mandelic acid, which is a nice exfoliating ingredient, very gentle, tranexamic acid, more antioxidant and soothing. To be fair, we only have real studies on oral versions of this, but topically it doesn't seem to hurt, and it at least provides antioxidant protection. Glutathione, nice peptide antioxidant with some brightening effects. THD ascorbate, it's a vitamin C that's soluble in oil. It's wonderful, brightening, collagen stimulating, antioxidant protection. Here's one we'll stop on, soybean seed extract. Now, it works differently than most anti-hyperpigmentation ingredients. Those are usually tyrosinase inhibitors. This one is a melanin transfer inhibitor, so it prevents the kind of staining of the cells. So just another pathway, and I like to see that. It can't all be tyrosinase inhibitors. The only downside to this one is I didn't realize how much of a phytoestrogen effect it can have for those of us with melasma, and I struggle with that. So that might come to play in my final review, because it can actually stimulate melasma a little bit with its hormone activity, but still good for most hyperpigmentation. It's going to help brighten things up. Kojic acid, another wonderful tyrosinase inhibitor, great antioxidant effect. Silybum extract, which usually comes from milk thistle. It's a UV protector as well as a unique pigment brightener. Then we have 0.1% encapsulated retinol. I would love to see it be retinaldehyde. Turmeric extract is also a brightening antioxidant. Acetylglucosamine, it's a brightener, but also I found out it is a hyaluronic acid precursor. So we're going to help produce a little more hyaluronic acid, and we like a little more plumping. Licorice root extract, tried and true brightener, as well as a soother, calming, helps with rosacea, helps with melasma, helps with inflammatory acne. So that's a wonderful inclusion here. Those are the big actives that they included. Like I said, throw in the kitchen sink at it. These are tried and true actives. They're just well stabilized into a formula that you can use at night. And that is where I have some thoughts. This is a great addition to a brightening routine, but if you have stubborn pigmentation, which most people with pigmentation, it's pretty stubborn, especially like melasma, you need a daytime component. So I hope that they come out with a daytime version of this, or, I mean, the retinol is great in there, and it is a good concentration for most people. Even if you are naive to retinol, you could work into this pretty quickly, but I do prefer to have my retinol separate from my brightening ingredients, because this is a nice way to streamline it, and just kind of my 2 pumps at night is pretty good. Maybe throw on some more moisturizer. I could be pretty solid for a night routine that way, but daytime still need a really good SPF, and then I need a daytime brightening product. These are some of my favorites. I know we've heard about this too much, but Regimen Lab Level Serum, that one's my favorite, tried and true. Alto Defense is a wonderful antioxidant serum. Love them. And then this one we don't hear a whole lot about, but I love it, love it, love it. It is Undefined R&R Day Serum. So like a straw yellow color. And I've had this for several months, but just lightweight. It feels like a serum. It's not a particularly special texture, other than you can layer it with other things. So no scent to that one. That's what it looks like. I'm going to start featuring lesser known brands with the bigger known brands, so that you can get a glimpse of that, because those videos don't tend to do very well. But there's still really awesome brands out there that just don't get the play in social media that others do. So these would be a wonderful day and night routine for any hyperpigmentation. So in a perfect world, I would prefer to have the retinol separate from this, because then I could use it twice a day, know I'm getting my brightening coverage, and then I would just add the retinol or retinoid in at the strength that I see fit. Or some folks who can't tolerate it could leave it out, because this is otherwise just a superstar cast of ingredients. All that said, I really enjoy the texture of it. It plays nicely with my other products. It is lightly moisturizing. It lets me get some retinoid in. I still add more to it, but I didn't see a real big change. Now it maintained, but as we saw in a previous video, I've had my melasma come back more aggressively than I thought. I don't know what I was missing out on, but I don't think I will repurchase this. I think it's a great option for people who like a streamlined approach and just want one product for nighttime. This would be fine for a single product at night, as long as you're using something else for daytime for your hyperpigmentation. So in closing, it is remedy for dark spots. It is a 1 fluid ounce or 30 milliliter pump, $38 US, and it is your nightly all-in-one treatment for hyperpigmentation. Unless you have really stubborn melasma, it's a great option. Totally worth a try. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, be well, my friend.